with some ginger tea.
Hello everyone and welcome back to another Junkfish stream. Hope everyone's excited. Welcome back. This is the incredible 6th month anniversary stream for Monstrum 2 going into early access. So we have a lot of fun things we'll be talking about today. Hi everyone, hi chat, thanks for coming out. Hello, welcome. Coming on in. Thank you for everyone's coming from the Discord or from our Twitter. We shared it all over there and things like that. It's going to be... we're going to have a lot of talk to us stuff today. Live. It happens. We're going to be talking about a lot of interesting stuff today. We're going to kick it off quite soon by talking to the game director, Adam Dart, about the game as a whole. And the progress over the last 6 months. And then again, we'll be playing some Monstrum 2 with our wonderful community. If you guys are not in our Discord community, but you'd love to play some Monstrum 2 with us, head on down to the description below the video there, below the live stream, where you can click the Discord button and you can join the Discord. Hi guys, there's so many wonderful people coming in. Someone called me Bringra, like the Bagra. Oh man, I like that. When's there going to be a Bryn Bagra skin? That's what I'm asking for. It's just going to be glasses and a hoodie. Hello, everyone. Thank you for coming out today. Oh, man. Yeah, so over the last 6 months, Monstrum 2 has been in early access on Steam. If you have not had a chance to pick it up yet, now is the great time to go and have a look. Sartera I9898, you're new to the game. Well, I'm hoping that your first few games will be a great start to how it all goes. Oh, Melordo, you've actually made it. Welcome to the live stream. Melordo actually made it to a live stream. That's so exciting. Hi, Nix. Welcome to the stream. Hi, guys. Coming in. Oh, you're not going to miss this one. You stay around for this stream. You'll be all in. Got Juan, who's helping out in the stream. Also got Naden, our mods, in today. They'll be looking after you for most of the thing. We've got a Q&A with the game director, Adam Dart, coming up now. I'm going to be asking questions that we've prepared and things like that. Just kind of talk about the game, and it's going to be a good time to chat. And then once we've my brain's gone smooth. Once we've kind of gone back, if you have any questions, feel free to ask them, and our mods will spot them out, and I'll keep an eye out as well. So if you have questions, feel free to ask them. And we will kind of be just in a free-form conversation. It's going to be a lot of fun. So I think it's a better time than any to kind of talk to Adam, who is the director of Junkfish. So Adam, would you like to say hi?
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Hello.
Hi there.
How are you feeling? I'm doing well. How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm getting along just fine. Thanks.
Amazing. Right, so do you want to just give everyone a quick introduction?
Hi, I'm Adam. I'm one of the directors at Junkfish, and I've been kind of working on kind of Monstrum 2. We worked on kind of Monstrum 1 as well, and Attack of the Earthlings, and now working on Monstrum 2. And yeah.
Sure, yeah, so we have a bunch of questions, a lot of stuff to talk about today. We've got a lot of, just quickly, thank you to people who are following and things like that. We're really close to 200 followers, which I think we're about to hit. So if you haven't followed and you can, that would mean a lot. This is very exciting. So Adam, I just kind of wanted to ask you, just kind of as an introduction, if you could kind of talk about, oh my God, sorry, we just hit 200 followers. Thank you guys so much for following over the last few, over the last month or so as we've been streaming on this. It's been a lot of fun. And yeah, we're honored for you guys to all join us here. But yeah, we're going to kind of pop along and kind of, Adam, could you go ahead, just give me kind of like a lowdown of the, the history of Junkfish and the kind of process from Monstrum 1 to Monstrum 2.
Yeah, so a little bit about the history of Junkfish. So we kind of started out as kind of mostly kind of graduates from the University of Aberdeen, Dundee. So we worked together on some modules making games throughout our time at university. So then after we graduated, we wanted to make some games ourselves. Kind of having control of what we made was quite important to us, so we decided to continue on, and essentially that's when we decided to make Monstrum 1. That was about the time where games like horror games were really kind of becoming really popular, particularly on YouTube. Like games like Amnesia and stuff. So those are something those were games that we enjoyed ourselves and were quite interested in. But we wanted to essentially tackle the kind of thing where you played them once and they didn't really have much replay value. So what we wanted to do was combine that with like roguelike elements or roguelite elements. So things like extreme difficulty, procedural generation as well, and randomization to create a replayable experience. So that's kind of the ideas behind Monstrum One when we created it. So of course we released that, and it got it was very popular, particularly amongst streamers as well. Uh, so at that time, we wanted to kind of diversify kind of what we wanted to uh, do as a kind of company. So we didn't want to just be the known for one type of genre, for example, and we also wanted to kind of expand our own abilities as well. So we decided to essentially work on a kind of what I'm going to call like a reverse XCOM, which is like it's a turn-based strategy game called Attack of the Earthlings, where you are the good guys are the kind of flesh-eating monstrous aliens, and the bad guys are humanity or who come to, you know, uh, your planet and invade and are stealing all the resources. So that's what we worked on afterwards. But we'd always had a kind of interest in kind of Monstrum as well, and kind of expanding that. So after we finished that, we decided to essentially work on Monstrum 2, and we were looking at a lot of feedback from the community back then who were really kind of interested in kind of adding multiplayer to the game. But with Monstrum One, like it wasn't really built to be a multiplayer game. You can't just press a button and make it multiplayer. There was a lot to go into it. So we wanted to essentially approach Monstrum Two from a multiplayer standpoint.
Mm-hmm.
So that's kind of what our reasoning for Monstrum 2. Um, but even then, there was quite a lot of discussion on like you can't just make something multiplayer. There's lots of different ways into how you implement multiplayer functionality. So we did a lot of prototyping and testing and stuff like that till we discovered kind of found something that we were capable of, as well as something that fit well. So that's kind of leads us down to Monstrum 2.
Oh, got you, got you. Well, actually, sorry, just kind of talking about that because there's been a lot of discussion in the Discord and things like that. Precipator has been working loads on a Monstrum 1 multiplayer mod. That if you guys aren't in our Discord, getting constant updates on that I've been reading. It's really interesting, kind of the breakdown of the code and stuff like that. And us at the team have been following it closely as well. It's very,
So cool.
very cool. It's really, really cool
Mm.
to see it as a whole. So I think that I kind of want to get a kind of insight into like your job as a whole at the company and like what you kind of do, and have like do towards the game and the company as a whole.
Awesome. So I guess my job has changed quite a bit over the years. I started out mostly just kind of focusing on the art side, but then kind of expanded into the creative direction side. In the more recent years, I've been more focusing on general kind of company direction, stuff like that. So I don't actually do too much development anymore on my side. But I do come in and help set the creative direction for the project. Yeah.
Yeah, can you tell me a bit more about like the creative direction for the project as a whole?
A lot of that is kind of balancing or setting kind of the vision and what we want to try to achieve, but also trying to balance that with kind of suggestions from the community and kind of trying to make a lot of it's kind of a balancing between kind of we have a goal that we want to achieve and what choosing kind of what fits or what aligns
Mm-hmm.
with that goal, and also like what is something that we can realistically achieve. We're not a big team. We're not. I mean, we're still kind of relatively small. But so we need to be realistic with kind of what we can implement and what we can. So a lot of that's kind of looking at that and looking at what can prioritize and stuff like that.
Yeah, absolutely. And kind of like those priorities and things over the years. I think the kind of lead up to Monstrum 2 as a whole and thing It's always been very interesting to follow. But I think that I think it's good to figure out where things came from and inspirations and things. So I kind of have a question of like what really inspires you in terms of the direction of the game.
What inspires me particularly? So I enjoy traveling quite a bit. I've lived in quite I've traveled quite a lot, particularly in like Asia and that kind of stuff. So a lot of kind of inspiration when I travel, I get a lot of inspiration when I travel, particularly in very unusual places, not just like the touristy sites, but like I quite like abandoned places. Like
Mm.
I've been to Chernobyl once, and that was really cool. Uh, there's like places in Vietnam that I went to where like it's all abandoned and interesting. Like I like seeing places with such a unique atmosphere that many people don't get to experience themselves, and that kind of influences a lot of the kind of atmosphere goals that we want to try and achieve.
Hmm.
Particularly, yeah. So the I would say on the kind of atmosphere side, that's quite a lot of the inspiration on that side. Uh, Not being able to find a lot of that during COVID, funnily enough. So
Well, I'm sure you found a lot of abandoned places, but that's probably not what you want during
yeah.
COVID.
Um, Aside from that, there's also a lot of inspiration in things like movies as well. I mean, games are obvious, but outside of games, there's things like movies, particularly horror. One of my favorite kind of horror movies is The Thing as well. I love The Thing. John Carpenter's The Thing,
Hmm.
not the new one.
Not the new
So
one, the new one,
yeah,
or
not
the old
the
one.
new one. Yeah. So that one, like that kind of atmosphere, the kind of the tension as well, is just really kind of inspiring. So,
Mm. A lot of the Thing fans, it feel like there is in the chat. I
oh yeah,
agree.
it's such an amazing movie.
We've chatted about this. It is also one of my favorite uh, films, just as a whole. Um, I think that
Every
I,
uh,
I love horror personally, and that just kind of like eerie dread that kind of whole thing brings on always gets me.
if there's someone that I know that hasn't seen the movie and doesn't know anything about it, I'm so excited just to sit and have them watch it for the first time.
Mm,
I'm not going to
yeah,
spoil anything here, but really going into it without knowing what the movie is about is just really kind of
I
it's
agree.
cool.
I think it's always interesting with that film to like just like not quite know what's going on.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, I had. If you haven't seen The Thing, highly suggest you watch The Thing. Um,
John Carpenter's version.
yeah.
Yeah.
I kind of got a couple questions, just kind of specifically about your like favorite things within Monstrum 2, and just like we can just kind of discuss that a little bit more as well. Things like I think the Sparrow Lock is huge, all the sea forts and everything like that. But I just wanted to ask, like, what's your favorite part of the whole of the Sparrow Lock?
I think one of the kind of more interesting themes about the environment is particularly Monstrum was always kind of set on the like around the kind of isolation of being at sea. The first one was on a cargo ship. Now we're on a sea fort. So I think the kind of aquatic theme plays
Mm,
quite a big part in what makes in the more interesting parts of the environment. So for me, the kind of the parts that I really like are things like the aquatics, you know, uh, area, or for example the sub escape where you actually go down under the water, and I think those are really cool, interesting themes to explore because I mean I think the majority of us haven't really, explored an underwater kind of area or
yeah,
underwater sciencey stuff. So that's really cool. Uh, so I think that's probably one of my favorite areas. But there are some other really cool areas, but I think this one's the kind of aquatic stuff is more unique for me anyway.
I always love how it all feels like it's all linked together, even though when there's new super blocks kind of coming in, this kind of
Mhm.
sense of like this dystopian esque sense of like. How do I just like the way the Hongsha Miller Corporation feel like they like invade the whole of the Sparrow Lock. I always love that, even though they're
Yeah.
not actually there anymore. Um, with all like the the people detectors and things like that, and the surveillance and like the kind of it's the creepy nature of it all that I've always like found fascinating. Um,
Yeah.
so kind of within Monstrum 2 as well. What's your favorite skin from the game? just of all the monsters and the prisoners.
I think I think my favorite skin is one I can't mention about because it's not in the game yet.
Mm.
So yeah, I do have a favorite skin, but I can't say what it is because it's not in the
Ooh,
game yet.
that's
So
exciting.
yeah, I guess we'll have to wait till it's in till I can talk about it really.
New skins, yeah. Keep it in.
Yeah.
Hush, hush. We can't talk too much about it. Um, okay, and of the three monsters kind of win the game as well. You heard it here first, folks. There are more skins. Yes, brand new news. We do have plans to put more skins in Monstrum 2. Of the three monsters as well, which would you say is your favorite?
I mean the Brute's probably the most prominent one, but in terms of mechanics, I quite like the Bagra. Just because mainly because of I like jumping around.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I'm kind of like when playing Left 4 Dead, I particularly like when playing as was it the Hunter, I think? Like
Yeah,
is
yeah,
that the
yeah,
right
yeah.
word? Yeah. So I think just being able to leap around is quite interesting for me. It's I like when there's like special ways of traversing the environment. So being
Mm-hmm.
able to jump over obstacles means I can access places that I would otherwise not be able to access. So it's pretty cool.
Sick. Yeah, a lot of another vote for the bagger in the favorite monster of the game.
Mm.
Um, this what I think Sarah had the bagger as her favorite as well. I'm still gonna go with aesthetically the Malacosm, but to play as the brute.
Mm.
Sticking to my guns on that one. I love the Bagra, but if I have to pick, so the game's been in early access for 6 months now, which is something
Hmm.
we're just so it's been a crazy 6 months in early access, constantly learning and developing. Um,
Hmm.
but Monstrum 2 has been in development for longer than 6 months. Shockingly, it doesn't just turn up one day. I would like to kind of get some insights into how long Monstrum 2's been in development and like some talks through the development process as a whole.
So I guess we started kind of just off the bat of Attack of the Earthlings, which is around kind of early 2018.
Mm.
We started doing quite a bit of prototyping and stuff like that, and thinking about fleshing it out. So that's kind of there was a lot of kind of prototyping and iteration at that point as well. We had to do quite a few testing, like tests, and to try like should we go this direction or that direction before we
Yeah, yeah,
settled
yeah,
on
yeah.
what we have currently. So that's like even we had originally kind of planned out some stuff actually before Attack of the Earthlings, but of course we decided to diversify as well. So we're kind of going back to that and then expanding on it a bit, and that was kind of how we started off with that. Um, yeah, so I think a lot of the development has just been going through different iterations, particularly like things like how do we try what like monsters do we include and what new ones do we want? Um, what should level structure be like? Yeah, there's a lot that we had to consider, particularly because it was multiplayer, and multiplayer is not something that we've worked on before. There's a whole new like there's a whole lot of new kind of things that we need to consider for multiplayer, and a lot of new skills that we need to learn as well. So a lot of that time was spent kind of learning essentially how to uh, you know uh, set up a multiplayer game, as well as getting the infrastructure set up for that.
Mm-hmm.
Unlike I think the infrastructure on my end anyway, a lot of that was us making sure we had the right infrastructure to support it. Um, Whereas previous games, you could just launch it on Steam. We need on our side, we need to make sure we have everything from like the servers to like player profiles and information as well,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
that people can actually enjoy it without like with their friends and stuff like that. So that was a a big learning experience as well. And yeah, that was very new to us as well. So a lot of time was spent learning that. Um and I think does that kind of answer
Yeah,
the
if you want
question?
to talk more about it, just kind of like development specifics or anything like that. Um, Naden said that is it true that you guys did like prototyping in Gary's mod and stuff?
Yes, we did.
Mm.
So yeah, we did do some prototyping in Gary's mod. I mean, if a prototype, like you can use anything for prototyping as well. For Monstrum One, we did paper prototypes as well. You could maybe even turn Monstrum One into a board game. Really, a lot of that is the tools you use in the prototyping stage aren't as important. It's mainly just getting that information and assessing that information to kind of help you decide on where to go. So really, Gary's mod was for the very early prototypes, stuff we just used to try out and see like how does this feel, how does this play,
Mm.
stuff like that.
Yeah, I can imagine that. Like, I used to play loads of Gary's mod and stuff as well. So, kind of like endless possibility type vibe.
Yeah.
To like build and create and like I guess it's a good kind of energy in there. So, game's been out since January in early access. So I think it'd be good if we kind of like talk through like, what are the biggest changes that have kind of happened, throughout the game, when it launched, a lot of feedback, we listened to a lot, we've changed a lot. So what are like the most noticeable changes kind of throughout?
Oh, I guess where to start. I think the biggest change or the most noticeable change at the start would be the level size. So the, we've kind of cut the level size down by a third. Like it was too big, and we by cutting it down, it allowed us to focus on a tighter experience with more prisoner and monster interactions, which is particularly well, that's kind of the really kind of fun part of the game where like prisoners are interacting with monsters. So by chopping off like that part of the level, it meant that players were, the gameplay was a bit more tense as well, and it also had other benefits. For example, it had on certain machines performance benefits as well, and it also meant that we can focus our polish on a smaller area, so we can do more with the polish we have essentially.
Mm-hmm.
So that's probably the most noticeable change. Um, there's been a lot of minor tweaking, like particularly with a multiplayer game. If you slightly change a number, uh, that if you might make a tweak and it's not ideal, it could throw things drastically off. So a lot of the time we've been making these small kind of changes, small iterations, just to get it to uh, a better balance as well. We're still kind of it's still a long process, and it's not all just going to end. We're always going to be making these kind of tweaks to make it better. But yeah, there's a lot of these kind of small tweaks as well.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, there's also a lot of stuff going on behind the scenes with the organization of the project as well, that may not be immediately noticeable, but things setting it up in a way where it allows us to uh, achieve things that we wouldn't have otherwise been able to do without putting in a huge amount of work that was not feasible. So a lot of that organization means that we can it's a lot easier for us to expand or polish up now.
Sure.
um, Particularly on the kind of performance side, we've seen decent like a lot of optimization has been happening as well. um, and like for example the lighting and the graphics have all been kind of tweaked, and now they're looking a lot better as well, and these kind of it's allowed us to also do a lot more visual polish on the game. Now that we've got the majority of the features in, a lot of time now is just spent on polishing, uh, and kind of focusing on. Now we're able to have the time to kind of focus on building the atmosphere and improving the tension of the game.
Mm-hmm.
So we're now in a uh, we're now in the kind of a good state where we can really focus on that, and also like make the thematics more overall cohesive and polished as well. So it's great that we are now in that kind of area, and particularly with the upcoming updates, there should be quite a few noticeable changes as well, uh, particularly in the kind of game UI and kind of lobby systems. There'll be some pretty big kind of things that you big kind of overhauls you'll see in that in the upcoming updates.
Mm-hmm.
So we
That's
still got
exciting.
quite a bit to go, but yeah, I think we're making good progress, and I'm excited for the upcoming updates.
Mm. I got a couple questions from chat if you're interested in reading them. If you'd like mind if I read them. Um,
Yeah,
Most fun one I've seen is when will we get a Fall Guys and Monstrum 2 crossover? Oh, I wish. That sounds amazing.
which crossover?
Fall Guys and Monstrum 2, you know, the little bean people.
Oh
Um,
yeah,
get like a brute bean or like a malacos or even the prisoner, you know what I mean?
that'd be kind of that'd be really cute.
That'd be really fun.
Yeah, I mean,
um,
we've always been quite open to doing kind of like collaborations
mhm.
when with other like we worked with Vince from Dark Deception on some crossovers there. So it's always quite fun working with other developers, and yeah, it's great to see what they're working on as well and
I
kind of
love
share
what, yeah.
stories. And experiences.
I love
Yeah.
the monster stuff in Dark Deception. I know a lot of people in our community love it as well. So you know, nothing's confirmed, but it would be fun. You know what I mean?
I love the models they did as well. Like they took
Mm.
the monsters and they did a kind of they're kind of they fit it to their art style and they look so cool. Like
They
I
look
love them.
cool as hell.
Yeah.
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 I think another kind of question. I know we really can't say too much, but someone's asked. Who asked? Um, Seratori, I think that's how you say it. Asks if there's going to be more monsters within the game.
There should be more monsters, but like right now, I think it's not the priority to add more monsters at the moment, but
Mm-hmm.
there is we do want to expand on that in the future. Uh, yeah, so we want to at least for now we want to make sure that the monsters we have are in a really good state before adding more monsters in.
Mm.
So yeah.
Yeah. If there are any more questions, feel free to ask them. Um, if not, we'll just get ready to like move on to playing some with the community and stuff like that. We'll take a quick break. Um, but yeah, it has been lovely to talk to you, Adam.
Yeah.
And you are going to join us. Um, Milordo asks, is there a part of Monstrum 2 that you feel like wasn't done very well or like should be is like more needs more improvement kind of currently? That's from Milordo.
Well, that's what we're currently working on
Yeah.
essentially. Like right now, the stuff that a lot of the community kind of comments are stuff that is stuff that we're very aware of as well, and that's stuff that we're addressing. So particularly when it comes to polish, general polish, stuff like that, reducing the amount of bugs, and making the game balanced. Those are kind of things that it's not just the community feels. It's stuff that as our priority as well. So we're going through and kind of addressing those. So
Yeah.
yeah.
That's always good to hear from, you know, I'm sure the community would love that. You know, I see the team working always so hard all the time. Um, and yeah, right. So we're going to take a really quick break. And then we're going to head over and play some Monstrum 2. If you would like to join our Discord, head over to discord.gg/junkfish or click the button below. If you haven't joined us already, we'll be playing on the Europe server. Um, and yeah, it'll be a lot of fun. So we'll see you very, very soon. See ya. And we are back. Hello, everyone. Really want to stress again, thank you all so much. We've hit 202 followers, I believe, according to my little thing down there. So that was great because I wanted to hit that before the end of the month, which is so exciting. I'll set up another follow goal soon. But yeah, thank you guys so much for following along. It's been wonderful to be doing these Twitch streams every 2 weeks. The next one's going to be again in 2 weeks. I'll figure out what we'll be doing for that then. But for now, we're going to jump back in and play some more Monstrum 2 with our Discord community. Once again, if you're not in, hit that Discord button just below us. Adam, you ready to play some games?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yep, I can hear you. We're going to be playing with Adam. Using our... Okay. So, as everyone knows, I'm the best Monstrum 2 player of all time. And I've never actually lost a match. And there's no video evidence of me ever losing a match. So if you guys want to just join... come on in. DC's here. People know me as famously the person who's never lost a game of Monstrum 2. No one needs to fact check that. Hello, EXE. We just need a monster. If you have a... People are calling me delusional. I'm not delusional. If you want to be a monster, come on in, play monster. I'm not delusional. How you feeling, Adam? Oh no, expert's the monster.
I'm gonna get my my butt kicked on stream, so yeah, it's probably not gonna look great.
Hey, expert. Try hard mode activated. If EXE wins this for us, I'm gonna be so excited. Alright, Adam, if you're ready up, we'll be good to go.
Awesome. So your monster. No, who's monster?
Expert is the
killer.
monster, which means we are absolutely going to lose.
I feel like it is somewhat cheating, considering I've got the stream up on my other monitor.
Well, we're working together, which is fine.
I mean, if you went monster, or if I went monster, then it's probably an unfair advantage.
It's fine. I mean, like, I trust people to not be stream sniping. But if they are doing that, that's not fun for anyone, really. But, Expert's going to kill me in 3 seconds, and I guarantee he's just not stream sniping. He's just really good at the game. I never lose. There's no video evidence of me ever losing a game of Monstrum 2. I'm never lose.
Prisoner cells compromised.
Hi, Adam.
Helipad. Magnetic locks engaged. Full lockdown
I'm sticking with you.
No, I'm gonna die.
Well, we die together. That's what's important.
Place your bets on how quickly Bryn dies? This is unfair. Never before have I been so offended by something I 100% agree with.
Apes together strong.
Oh, no.
Oh, I guess you did die. Yeah, I guess I
What's happening?
How did that already happen?
I was expecting the brute, and I just looked down on the floor, and I was like, "Oh wait, it's." I'm so used to people.
I
going
didn't
to
even
brute all
see
the
it
time.
as the bagger, yeah.
Because I was looking for a big red kind of spotlight, and then it was too late, and I looked down on the floor. I was like, "Oh no, oh well."
Oh, shizer.
So,
I'm trying to hide. I can't see where I can hear it sneaking around. What the hell?
we need any specific.
Running away.
Oh, wait! Don't come to me.
Yeah. This is like phasmophobia all over again.
Oh, okay. I can't believe I survived that. Oh no, not for long, I guess. Why are you picking on me?
I lived. As always, Bryn's never lost a game of Monstrum 2, and there's no evidence for that in any sense.
Right, Ren. Good luck. We're all counting on you.
Oh no. Oh no. Classic Bryn not. Oh, if I do switches, I die!
You're 3 switches away.
Ah, okay.
Aw.
Everyone's being mean to me.
Is it EXE or EXE?
I'm going with EXE. I'm sure they will tell us. Well, they're dead XE now.
Death.exe.
Once again, DC, you gotta save us. DC's still got 2 lives at least. DC knows how to play. We gotta keep some trust in DC then.
They're the character in the movie that survives till the end.
Yeah, exactly.
Ellen Ripley.
Except in this movie, no one actually survives. Sorry, I think my sound might be cutting out on the stream. I'm just having a look. Yeah, it's fine. Okay, fixed it. Is all the sound okay, everyone in the chat? Can you hear me okay? Can you hear Adam okay? Sound working okay. Thank you, man. Come on, DC. You got this. Ah!
I apologize if I'm coughing too much.
That's okay, I can't hear it.
It's a good thing it's not a real horror movie, because I'd be hiding in a locker and all you hear is
We have to win a game tonight, at least, you know what I mean?
We can try, we can try.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure you can win when I go the monster, so...
Yeah.
The bagger just tried to... Yeah. Bagger tried to jump down into the ocean.
DC, go, 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 go! DC's doing some advanced strats right now. You don't even know.
This is the super block that I like a lot.
Mm.
I like the big kind of
I think
tubes.
Vault is actually my favorite. I just like
Vault?
the 2 parts to it, yeah.
I think
Oh!
Vault is my least favorite.
GG.
Oh.
I love Vault.
So, can I go the monster next?
Yeah, if you'd like to go monster. Woof. I'll pop in a private game. If you guys want to join us in a private game, head on in. Oh. Yep, all okay.
Are we
Right.
doing a private game?
Create private game. I think you're loading in. Might take a second. Yep, there you go. If you guys would like to join, the code is 994781 to come and join us. Make sure you click Monster, Adam, if you want to play Monster.
Yep. I like the outfit I wear, just because I made the hat. I like the hat.
Got space for one more if you'd like to join. Biobot. Oh, I haven't played with Biobot before. Expert is definitely one of the best players at this game. I do agree with you, yeah. We're going to see a bag replay from Adam? Who's to say?
Okay, so I'm going to try... Oh, no spoilers. I guess you'll have to find out.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm gonna try my hardest. I'm gonna give it my all. So, you better give me your A game, Bryn.
Of course. I give nothing but A game. A game's my middle name. They call me Brinagame.
So your middle name has two
Containment.
Brinagame.
words.
No, it's one word. It's a game.
A
Brinagame.
game. Bryn a game.
Brinagame. Yeah.
Prisoner cells compromised.
We'll see about that.
I'm gonna change my Twitter handle to that.
Magnetic locks
Bryn a
engaged.
game.
Full lockdown commencing.
Oh, happy to have you, Biobot. Welcome to the game. Oh! Bad! Very bad!
Is this your A game, Bryn?
That's not my A game!
Is this your A game?
It's not my A game! It's a C game at most.
Okay, well clearly this isn't my A game because I've literally just lost you.
Ooh, I can hear you roaring.
Oh.
Watch this, guys. Bryn finally does an actual switch.
All right.
Oh really?
Yeah, I actually did a switch. I'm actually playing
really?
the video game.
Oh, this is disappointing. Damn. We need to fix that. I could get through the little hole.
Oh, it's not fixed. These brute's too big. Where can I find the room code? I'll read them out before every game. If you've played a game already, guys, make sure you make sure that everyone can come in, so we can all kind of play. Oh, I can see the red light. Oh. Can I play? Absolutely. We'll make sure you get in a game. Need to find a code to this door. Or maybe that's not where I am.
Who's that?
Ooh. I'll try and steal some of Sarah's. We'll be on Europe servers. Check the loos. I've already checked my loos. Check the loos. Oh, actually, wait. It's for the puzzle. You're not just in general saying.
Huh. I got blinded and all I heard was a little. No.
I have one.
Yes.
Ah. Steph's lied to me.
Fiddlesticks.
Oh, no!
What? Is
Steph didn't lie to me.
that something that you saw?
I can't remember the code, I already forgot it. I gotta go back, I gotta go back, I gotta go back. I'm not in here, go away, I'm not in here. Occupied! Occupied! Occupied!
I'm just waiting my turn.
Occupied! Occupied! Leave me alone!
I don't think I can actually open the door.
I can. Ah!
Yeah, you're kind of screwed there, but yeah, I should.
I have a bad
I think
feeling.
8621. I gotta remember the code for next time.
we need
so
to make that
annoyed.
door destructible.
Nah, I think it's quite funny. I quite like that.
I'm just waiting till you're finished in the restroom until.
Yeah. You know what? See yourself.
Bad.
You either die a hero or live long enough to see yourself become the villain. This is my villain.
But there's still one switch left, so.
8621.
Backup power.
3, 5,
restored.
9, 6,
Main
2.
generators
No worries now.
require startup.
Ah.
I think I'm going to the right. No, now I'm going the right way.
Oh.
Oh, I can see you.
What?
Generator 4.
Hey.
Online.
See ya. I'm not being carried. I'm a good gamer. I'm a good gamer.
I just realized that I thought it'd be cheating, like if I had the actual the stream up on my other monitor,
Generator 2.
but I realized that there's a bit of a delay.
You also
So
realize,
actually-
yeah, as well as that, you also realize you're watching the worst player in the game.
The worst player that I cannot kill.
Yeah, exactly.
Who's that on there? Just throwing things into the ocean. How do I get up there? Biobot just
What?
dumped all their items into the sea by accident. I was just watching them as they were kind of taunting me or just like waving at me, like in an area I could get to. And then
Okay. You guys do that. I'm gonna open the doors.
oh, I completely forgot. Like everybody's all the way at the sub, and I'm sitting there still trying to figure out how to get to Biobot.
It's gonna be a code.
If there is, I'm gonna throw you off.
We did it! Expert and I did it! We did it as a team, and I didn't do it alone. He didn't do it on his own or anything. It was a team effort.
Oh yeah, yes! I got one. Goodbye, Biobot. You tried, but you didn't give it your A game, unfortunately. Oh no!
Yes! Now's the time! We must escape!
Oh no, I fell into the ocean.
Silly dart! Get him! I'm playing with arrow key. That's
What?
extreme power right there. It's a power
You should
play.
be giving it your A game. Arrow keys are not A game, unless you.
Unless you're left-handed, yeah.
I'm left-handed. Information people will use to steal my personal data.
Thumbprint.
Adam is left-handed. Oh no. Okay, I think it's safe to say that I have not. I've not succeeded.
I don't even know where you are. Biobot's still up top. I mean, he's nowhere.
Yeah, Biobot. I mean, does that count as a win if Biobot doesn't make it?
Technically, yeah.
What if I get into the sub with you?
It's not my first escape. See, you can escape. Just escape.
Nah, I'm gonna. You're not gonna make it. No, I'm not. Ah, sad times. No! Damn it!
Oh no,
Is there-
BioButt's gonna get left behind. No!
So I kind of mostly failed, but not entirely. Okay, I guess it's time to give someone else the monster.
Right, we'll pop into a private game. If you guys want to play, now is your time. I know Flushy and yes, it's on Europe. If you want to join, come on in.
Do you not have to share the code?
I'm gonna share it with people who want to join first, actually. Who said they wanted to join, just so we can get new people in every game. I've whispered to you on Twitch if you want to jump in. Okay, I popped the code in the chat. It is 589976.
The numbers. What do the numbers mean, Mason? I think that's a full team.
Whoa, and DC's going monster as well. Scary.
Flushy.
Flushy, me and Flushy have got this. No worries. Me and Flushy got this 100%.
I'm gonna be the one that's left behind.
Hey,
Carry me,
just
please.
remember that no, it's a really simple mantra you can have in this game. You don't have to outrun the monster. You just have to outrun Adam.
Sad times. Sad times.
Containment breach. All
Skip.
personnel report to designated stations.
Gimme.
Prisoner cells compromised.
Literally started that
Magnetic
last round
locks
with the best
engaged.
chance, with the people literally
Full
running into the room.
lockdown commencing.
Seratori, if you're new to the game, I'll talk you through just kind of what I'm doing as I'm doing it. So the goal is to flip as many of these switches as you can and solve puzzles by looking around the ship. So you see here's a simple puzzle here. The code is 4815. So I got to press 4815 and then I press this switch and we've got one. We've got to get all of them done and then head to the power plant to try and boot that up. Before what I think is the Bagara, maybe? Possibly the Malacosm, completely murders every single one of us. Oh, like that. Like you just got murdered. I'm so sorry.
Do we know what, oh my god! Yes, I do know. It's the Bagra.
Is the Bagara? Okay. Do we know? Do we...
Yeah.
Death noises.
I feel like you should do the voice actress, Bryn, with your
No! Maybe a voice actor.
I think you could do a good job with your death noises.
Ah! Oh no!
Smarter than I thought.
What about a non-death noise? What kind of what if you just
Steph is
followed-
not the monster. That's my actual real voice. So when
sound
like
like,
if I see the monster, I just go not the monster.
you sound like Velma from Scooby-Doo. He's not the monster.
I actually jumped then. It's behind us over there, so I am going this way. Here's an interesting thing Steph has told me. If you look at the floor, you'll see cables all over. Follow those cables and you will find switches to pull.
See that?
Or die. I'm so sorry.
See, whoever laid the cables was influenced by my own cable management of my PC. So. all of it.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I was talking about like the high surveillance and like dystopian level technology that hospitals have, but like they have. Oh, I'm dead. They have no good cable management.
I'm sitting on my desk that I was using to prop up my laptop. It's just a box of like custom cables for my PC that I've had for years that I've just been too lazy to install.
So you can also follow these cables. Yeah, if you follow these cables, you'll find my PC. My one. You come out of the game into my living room. Ooh.
Do Do we know kind of like I need a card reader. Does anyone have a card? A key card?
Are you trying to steal my credit card information?
Yeah, I've pinged it here, so if you can help me find the bagger's credit card.
I think I was getting chased.
Oh, here it is.
Found the credit card?
Yeah, it's fallen into the ground, so...
I'll head over to the power plant then.
Backup power.
Okay, let's go.
Restored. Main generators require
I can't believe
startup.
I'm still alive.
Uh-oh. No, leave me alone.
That's not the point of the game, bro.
Leave me alone.
Just leave you.
Generator 4. Online.
Hope Flushy's doing well. I put all my trust in Flushy. 1, 3, 5. I died for the cause.
Power.
Go! Go, 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 go,
Generator
go!
3. Online.
Sacrifice.
I lived!
Ah! Ah! Ren! Ren!
What?
Ren! Just slow down and let me run in front of you.
No! Absolutely not! I'm gonna run faster now! Go away from me! Stop following me!
Just run, but at a slightly slower pace than I am.
No! Leave me alone! Stop throwing things at me!
I've got the. Ren, you've dropped your credit card. Come back.
You've got...
Here.
I'm sorry, little one.
I'm just trying to return your credit card, Ren. Your
I blinded you so you get attacked.
I think the monster player is no longer.
No, no, there's still that!
What? Oh, okay. I spoke too soon. That's what always happens within like horror movies, where there's your
Quick
body. I probably think.
If you take a
that
picture
is-
of it, you'll get $50 extra at the end of the mission.
Right? Yeah. Here's a clue: Bryn's dead body.
We
It's,
just got a
$50
letter. Wonder who it's from.
$50 because I steal
it's
it
the
from his
monster!
pocket.
No! That's actually, I actually have a really good Malacosm impression that I've been working on. Do you want to hear it?
Am I gonna cringe?
No, it's really good. I've worked really hard on it.
Okay.
Ready?
No, but okay.
Hey, it's me, the Malacosm! Ba-ba-doo! You're dead!
Well, I gotta say that was
So when are we putting that in the game? April
Voice
Fools
pack for-
2022. I just
voice
start.
pack for the Malacosm.
Voice pack for the Malacosm.
Hey.
Hey, it's me! I'm invading your brain with magic stuff, I think.
Why are you running?
Why you running? Come back!
You dropped your credit card. I can't even. I'm not even gonna try.
Every horror movie ever, let's split up. Yeah, why don't people stay together
What?
more in this game?
Yeah, it's when people die is when you say something like, "Oh, I think the monster's gone," or
Let's split
it's
up,
too quiet, or "Let's split up." That's we all know the tropes.
If we were in a situation where I felt like I was being like chased by a monster or something, and someone said, "Hey guys, let's split up," I'd be like, what? No, I'm sticking with you guys. I'd be the first to die in any situation. Okay, Flushy. Flushy and Adam, you guys are both alive. Go, Adam, go.
Am I actually gonna survive this time?
With your credit card.
Am I gonna escape with the credit card? Yes. I've
Guys,
got
the only
credit
way
card
to escape
details.
is to put your actual your parents' credit card number and their sort code and your date of birth in the chat right now.
And your billing address.
And your billing address, yeah.
And your banking address.
And like the name of your first dog, you know.
The whole
And your mother's
objective
maiden
of,
name.
the whole objective of Monstrum 2 is to commit credit card fraud.
Sarah Tori, it's your first game. It's understandable if you didn't quite make it. Make sure.
Okay.
The more you play, the more you get used to it. Well done, Flushy.
Hooray!
Good for Flushy. Proud of him.
I think I'm better as a prisoner than I am as a monster.
Right. It's my turn. As the best brute player of all time, I think it's time I showed my skills.
I think you should go the Malacosm and run around pretending you're using the voice.
Okay. If you want to join the game, the code is 447117.
I know the monster you're picking is spoiled for me. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna spoil it for everybody else. Actually,
I
they're
don't
watching
know.
the stream as well.
Yeah, you should be watching the stream.
Yeah. Well, I can't. I've got too many monsters.
I'm ready to go.
Okay,
Random
I'm ready.
monster. I don't even know what I'm gonna be, but I'm gonna win. God, expert's playing. Now I'm gonna lose. God damn it. Unless I get brute, then it's game over for you lot. Well played, DC. I agree. GG. Good game.
For me, it was also GG.
Containment
Okay.
breach. All personnel report to designated stations. Prisoner cells compromised.
Haven't got the heli escape yet, have I?
Hey,
Magnetic
it's
lock
me.
engaged.
Oh no.
Lockdown
Gabagool.
commencing.
It's me, the Malacosm.
Hey. I'm gonna do a teleport. Where'd they put my friends?
I don't think I'm gonna go that way.
Hey, what you doing on camera?
What kind of voice is that anyway?
It's the Malacosm, obviously.
But like a New York kind of
I
accent.
don't know. It's just me, the Malacosm. Hey.
Okay, so I probably shouldn't voice out what we're doing considering it. Oh wow, we're progressing quite fast. Ren, you suck.
I think I'm getting baited. I'm getting baited right now. I just feel it.
I need to find a welder. Team, find a welder.
No, I've been baited.
We've been the one doing the baiting. How do I get in here? I have no items.
Teleporting.
Fushy, do you have bolt cutters? Fushy, come here. Come here, behind you. I need your assistance. To get into this place.
Oh, that place, yeah.
Ah, yeah, you don't know what that place is.
Yeah, I do.
Backup.
Ah, no.
Main generators require
Leave
startup.
me be. Leave me be. Ah. Why you gotta do me dirty like that, Bryn?
Generator 4. Online.
It's murder.
Why you gotta murder me like that, Bryn?
Power restored.
What? Have you already done it?
Generator 3.
Oh wow, that was fast.
Online.
I'm a lazy boy. I'm gonna take the elevator. Oh, wait. It's probably not a smart idea to tell you I'm literally taking the elevator, but since I'm already in there, haha. Oh,
Hey,
wait,
friend.
that-
Thanks for taking the elevator. Whoa!
Are you stuck in there?
Oh no!
Yes. Well, I guess that's
I'm
a problem.
stuck.
I did the heroic sacrifice for totally on purpose. You're stuck there with my body. It's your prison of guilt, Bryn.
Well, wait. Am I gonna get saved? I mean, there's not much I can do.
Can you teleport outside?
No, all my teleporters are. It's too far away, I think. Oh no! I'm miles away, but I'm out.
Ah, genius. I'm sorry you couldn't be stuck in the elevator shaft of guilt.
I think they're gonna escape before I get there now. I think that was a distinct advantage.
Yeah, it was all because of my heroic sacrifice, you know.
Hey guys, wait for me. I want to escape with you.
I think you have zero chance of getting to the room.
Nah, they'd wait for me. They're my friends.
I
See,
just don't
experts
think you
waiting
have-
for me.
I don't think you have enough time to get down there.
Experts waiting for me.
Everybody's waiting on you, Ren.
God, that's like the end of Truman Show. Everybody's waiting on you, Truman. What are you gonna do? I don't know.
You're
Hey, it's me! The Malachasm!
hey, is that the Fawns? Is that the character I'm thinking
No,
of?
it's not the Fonz.
What is the Fawns?
Sorry to inform, I'm not doing a Fonz.
What is the Fawns? Is that's I know it's a show, but
Hey guys. Thanks for waiting. It's me, the Malachasm, running in the wrong direction!
it was inevitable.
Ah, I really want to do a voice pack now.
Bryn voice pack from Happy Days. I think these are all things I didn't watch when I was younger.
Yeah, me neither. Right, let's just join normal game. If you want to pop in, just normal join in. We're escaping.
I guess we'll let someone else go the monster.
Expert in EXE, do you guys mind backing out? And if any, in case anyone else wants to play who hasn't played in the last game. I don't know if they're actually listening.
We still have one space though, do we not?
Yeah, come on in. Just try and get like new people playing. Sound like Dustin Hoffman. I'm walking here. Hey.
Is that the same? So is that the accent you're doing, Dustin Hoffman?
No, I'm not doing that. I'm just doing the Malachasm. It's what he sounds like.
I think that's a New York accent.
Maybe. Saratory, there's no numbers for this one. Just join normally as a prisoner. Click escape as prisoner. New Yorker's accent. Yeah. The origins of the New York accent can actually be traced back to the first Malachasm from, you know, the early 1100s. Ooh, BioBot's gonna play. Yeah! I'm making canon now for Monstrum 2. Nathan, put it on the wiki! The Malachasm was born in the 1100s. And he originated the New York accent.
Yeah, and that's how the authentic New York accent is.
Put it on the wiki.
What kind of universe are we creating here, Bryn?
If anyone has, there's one more spot. If anyone wants to come and join him as prisoner, anyone at all.
Lore. The Malacosm was actually Abraham Lincoln, so.
Well, actually, that was late 1800s, which is crazy. We're kicking off.
No, he. The Malacosm ended up like, you know, becoming Abraham. Like,
Yeah, and Malacosm is immortal.
Being
Again,
many
Naden,
people-
if I wake up tomorrow, and this isn't on the wiki under either fun facts or actual facts, I'm not going to be happy.
Containment breach.
It's actually.
Personnel
Beacon
report
cannon.
to designated stations.
The Malacosm was the friends we made along the way.
Magnetic locks engaged. Full lockdown commencing.
Okay, we got this, team.
You know what's a sensible idea?
What?
To find a strange syringe in the middle of a
Just inject it.
old C4 and just inject it into your veins. What's the worst that can happen? You sound like a crazed evil.
Whoa! No!
I was following behind you and I just saw the fruit come out from the side. I
Why
was
are
just
we
like,
being let out?
Why are we being let out? I ran into that. Steph, sounds like you're blaming me for dying, which I don't think that sounds very nice. Use lockers. I don't know lockers. I didn't even know there was lockers in this game. What's this? You know?
you open it, I'm in there. I'm like, get out of here!
Get out of here! So
Hey,
inject a bunch
get
of
outta
more
here.
syringes.
I do enjoy a good view. I'm gonna climb up the ladder. Are there any switches on the rooftops?
Yeah, there's one. How is he down here already?
Down where? We've not done a single switch.
Ah! No! I escaped! I'm gonna live forever!
That's a hefty Santa Claus ho 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 you've got there.
Oh god! Ah!
Unlucky. I can't find any of this. Oh, I found a switch. Ooh. Someone hasn't washed their hands.
Someone had too much ketchup.
Yeah. Ow, 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 ow. I can't believe I'm the one doing the majority of the switches in this game. Oh no. Am I the... No, I'm not the only one. still
No, yeah,
alive.
DC's still alive. I've been informed that all bugs remaining are Gary's fault, so that's always good to know. And now I've said it out loud on the stream, it's immortalized. This video will outlive all of us. So it's always good to know and understand. Yeah, I didn't die. I just wanted to be a spectator.
I just chose not to live. I need another fuse. Where can I find a fuse?
Yeah.
There's like a
Everyone's
room
being
with
nice
fuse.
to me in the chat now. It's just because Gary and Steph aren't being very active anymore. Oh no!
Bleh. Oh, I've got a second life. I completely forgot.
I think DC's a little bit done.
I can't believe we've only done one switch.
Run away, DC! Run away!
There's a big hole in the ground here. Ow. One, 4, 2, 3.
5, 5, 5, 5, 2, 2, 1, 2.
No, shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up. 1, 4.
3,
What?
3, 2, 1.
6, 4.
6, 6,
Ah,
6, 6.
10. 1, 4. No! I can't do this! One, 4, 2, 3. One, 4, 2, 3.
You did the switch.
Those puzzles are really, really difficult for someone that has a goldfish memory.
Come on, DC. 2 switches, 2 switches, 2 switches.
Yay!
Yay!
Wait, I didn't complete the glitch. I thought I did the. Was that the wrong code?
You have to, no, you have to, there's 3 switches to that.
Damn. I haven't played too much of the barracks yet. Times.
Rest in peace. Shout out to a real one. Right, we could probably play one more game.
I can do one more. It's nice and sunny where you are, Brent. I'm so jealous.
Is it? It's cloudy
It
as
looks
can
sunny.
be.
I mean, it's later than it is here because it's
That's
like
true,
midnight.
yeah.
I miss cloudy.
I just like the sunshine. People complain about sun too much. No one I know, but just in general, you know, people complain about sun too much.
Who complains about the sun?
Maybe a certain someone who was on the stream
I mean,
2 weeks ago.
apart from. Huh?
From, you know, he's a little friend of ours called Rory, gameplay programmer, who does nothing but complain about sun. I love sun. He's not scared of anything and he complains about the sun all day.
I mean,
Right,
he'll love
if you
it
guys
too.
want to play, we got one more game in. Just pop on in.
So, I've got a question for you, Brent.
Mm-hmm.
Where did Eat Chili's come from?
My name, Eat Chili's. I'm actually
Yeah.
sponsored by the
Chili's.
chain restaurant.
By Big Chili.
By Big Chili, yeah.
Yeah.
It came from just my love of spicy food. And
Oh, you're one of those that can tolerate spices.
yeah, I can actually, very much so. I mean, little background to me: my dad has had a car accident and has now very limited taste buds, but he can really taste spicy food.
What's going on?
So we always used to eat spicy food together. So I pretty much was raised on spicy food.
I didn't
Prisoner
expect such a
cells
backstory
compromised.
to
Yeah,
Chili's.
there's proper backstory to Eat Chili's.
Blocks
Spicy
engaged.
food is such an important part of
Full
my life.
lockdown commencing.
I thought we had a lot in common, Bryn, but I'm afraid we're now polar opposites.
I actually spices are just oh great, I'm gonna die again.
See, the actual brute, the whole kind of brute was inspired by when I eat spicy food. How I feel. With just the flames shooting out the mouth and eyes. That's how I feel every time I eat something mildly spicy.
I'm never gonna live through this game if the expert's the killer again. The monster, sorry.
Thanks. We do have a little bit of a chance since it's the brute. So yes, we have a good
Wait,
chance
the game
now.
crashed? Expert's game?
Yeah, I'm just kind of sad times.
The game hasn't stopped. Is this a... It was a lie!
No, it's just not a lie. Get out of here.
Well, we'll dip. We'll do another game. Ooh. I know why I've been losing. I haven't got my Psycho Mantis mask on.
I love that mask. The helmet's really cool as well. I like that.
We'll play one more game. If you guys want to join, come on in. 2 more spots open for prisoners. Or now 1 monster spot and 1 prisoner spot. Big F in the chat.
F.
Oh, Expert's back already.
Speedy.
It's the same team. It's the same team. I'm gonna play a bit more clever this time.
I wonder if anyone else uses Sarah's strategy of collecting all the flash cameras and just
Just trolling.
Yeah.
Make yourself the target. Thank you. Thanks, chat. They're all blessing me. Big ups.
Bless you.
Thank you. Alright, I'm sitting up for this now. It's serious gameplay time. A lot of my friends know that when I'm playing a game that I'm taking it. I don't want to say seriously because I take most games seriously. But like when it's getting intense, I always move forward and get closer to my computer.
I can't do that. I don't have enough space under my desk.
Oh.
I've since working from home, I've set up so what I did was I've got a bay window, which I don't know if you know what a bay window is.
I do not know.
It's like a window that has a little ledge on it, usually for structural purposes. So I don't really have enough room in my to have a proper table. So I bought a IKEA table, just the table, no legs, and I bought 2 legs from IKEA, and I used it to kind of prop up kind of halfway onto the bay window. So the checkout lady was just looking at me like, you bought a table, but you only also bought 2 legs for this table. You do realize you need 4 legs for a table to stand up, and I was like, yes, I know.
I mean, I'm sure she was being nice, but like, that is quite funny.
I was like, I am aware that tables usually need 4 legs, but this is an exception.
I know how to do this puzzle now. 9867. Steph taught me how to do this one.
9867. That's the worst. Yes. 98.
I actually survived an expert attack. That's never happened before. Extreme jukes! Woo! Leave me alone!
It's behind door number 3.
He got me just before I got into the locker.
What's going on?
That was pretty smooth. You are getting better. As soon as I died, Gary said that. It's just rude.
Oh, I went to complete a switch and it's already completed. All that time. The monster is outside on the first
yeah,
floor.
I've spotted.
Where's the last switch? I can't find it.
I
found it. There's 5 meters from me. Wrong way.
Oh! Ooh!
Backup power Restoring. Main generators require startup.
That's quite a good survival from little old Bryn.
Yeah, we're all still alive somehow. I've got so many items. I'm just the item guys.
Who wants to live forever? Me! I want to live forever.
The monster's coming. You better run, guys. Run! Everybody, get out of here! No, wrong way.
I'm hidden. It's a statistical anomaly if I win a third coin toss, so I'm being very careful now.
Angus.
Wait it.
Oh!
Generator 3.
Ah, it's too slow.
Online. Power
I'm out.
restored. Generator 4. Online.
Nice!
Nice.
I've never beaten expert before in this video game. I don't think I will, but I would like to very much. Just me, Adam, I think it's just... No, EXE's got one life still.
I need to find out how to get downstairs. Maybe I could use reverse psychology. Oh no, I am definitely not taking the elevator again, just like last time.
Hey Adam, I can see you in the elevator.
What?
You're in the air, I can see you. There you are.
What's that?
Just trying to get you attacked. If he attacks you, he won't attack me.
Yeah, I am totally not in the elevator.
Is this double reverse psychology?
It's gone too deep.
I really don't have like any items. Oh! Please don't. Yeah, I was gonna die. I just had nothing left there. I totally trapped myself. Adam, you gotta get out for my legacy.
Just chilling. I can hear something.
It's a camera going off the EXE from setup.
Oh no, that's what I see. Oh, Brutus Maximus. I'm so screwed. Please, I'm dead.
Oh, damn. EXE's got to do this. For all of us.
When we're apart, we're weak. But when we're together,
We're also quite weak because we did all die.
we're all
But when it's EXE on his own, then we're strong.
Then he's like, yeah, as long as we got EXE, then we'll get carried. One v one. 1v1 subroom. I love the lighting in this area, like the kind of light shafts that are kind of shining through.
Ooh, got that glow stick play.
You should should comment that like your esports commentator.
And we're jumping in with the glow stick play and the sub escape route. The brute is coming in, jumping over the side, coming back around. EXE is doing his best to stay in position. This is amazing. The jukes are real. The roar. Oh, he's popped a roar. He has popped a roar.
It's a pretty good American accent you've got there.
Thank you.
Thank you.
This could be the end. Another camera play. He's still going. He's jumping. He's diving. He's ducking and jumping and diving. There's a wombo combo. Wombo combo.
Oh my god.
No. Ah.
That ain't Falco.
That ain't Falco. Right. That's where we're gonna end things for the night, or morning, or mid-afternoon. Thank you everyone for so much for playing today. I'm going to send you guys on a raid. It's the first time I've ever raided on this channel, but Flushy's going to be streaming some more Monstrum 2 if you guys want to join and play with him. So you guys are going to jump into there and play with him. We're going to stay here. It's been wonderful. Thank you guys so much for coming along. Happy 6 months of Monstrum 2 in early access. We've got some really fun things coming tomorrow and on Thursday. If you don't follow us on Twitter, you're really going to want to follow us on Twitter by Thursday. You really want to see what we've got coming out. So you're going to go watch Flushy now. You're going to enjoy it. I'm just going to make sure this actually works. Yes. Head over to the raid. Big raids, big fun, much love. Thank you guys so very much for watching. And I hope you have had an amazing 6 months. Bye, everyone. Say bye, Adam.
Bye.
Bye.
Ciao.
Okay, they are now on Flushy's channel.
Full again, but yeah, it's so nice. They have 6 months of early access.
Sweet, that's us done.
I streamed today.